The most read story on click2houston.com today is about your children and what their next school year could look like. The Texas Education Agency has put out several proposals.
That's right. One proposal calls for a longer school year, and it recommends staggered in-person attendance and more distant learning. A lot of parents are talking about these options tonight.
Wondering what your school district has to say about it? Well, Channel 2's Jacob Rascone spent the day checking with local ISDs. Jacob?
Yeah, Dominic, we reached out to a dozen or so school districts in our area. Some, including HISD, say they are prepared to teach all classes online if necessary in the fall, or to welcome people back in person, or a mixture of both. Well, now TEA is also offering its own solutions. The Paul family kids can't wait to get back to class in the fall. Elizabeth going into 7th grade, Brindley into 6th, and Jake into 1st. But their parents.
I don't know, but it's scary because to put them back to school with all the kids together, that's scary.
Assuming we are allowed to go back to school, individual districts and boards will ultimately decide what that looks like. But the Texas Education Agency proposes extending the calendar year to make room for possible pandemic disruptions. This sample calendar begins in August and ends in late June, with longer breaks in between. 2 school districts, including HISD, tell us they will be prepared for in-person classes, for virtual school only, or for a mixture of both. In Fort Bend, parents will help decide, the superintendent says. And he adds, one thing seems sure, the school calendar will be extended.
That probably we're going to need to extend the year a little bit. We're going to need some days. We may need to actually extend the length of our school day, too.
So it is important to note that none of the school districts we talked to, and probably none out there, have finalized anything about what the 2020-2021 school year will actually look like on a calendar. But a lot of them have put together committees and have plans that are long-term to decide by the summer at some point what they're going to do. So this is going to be an unusual year. Those calendars are usually set months ago. Now everybody's starting over and looking ahead. We'll, of course, keep following this story. Live at Fort Bend County ISD headquarters, Jacob Rascone, KPRC Channel 2 News.
Thank you.